Okay, guys, I don't know how well this is gonna work. But anyways, I just wanted to come show you guys how I make. Well, actually, I was eating some of my toast today, and this morning, and I was like, oh, I have no jam. So I want to make jam, and in saying that, I also want to make some partridgeberry or red berry juice. Partridgeberry juice, red berry juice, lingonberries. It's all the same berry. You get these after the first bit of frost, or if you really want the good berries, you get the ones just after the snow melts. But anyways, I don't know how many berries this is. I'm sorry, I don't. I'm not measuring it, but I have a pretty big pot here, and she's about halfway full. Okay? And that seems good to me. Now, what I'm going to do, sugar is the next ingredient, okay? I don't measure this. This is measured with my heart. The reason for this is, I like a sweeter red berry jam. If you ever tried one of these berries, they're tart. And if you make jam without berries, this I can feel the backs of my jaw starting to lock up. Okay? I don't like that kind of jam. I like sweet jam. So, I'm going to put some some sugar in my jam. About a cup. Maybe a cup and a half. Maybe it's more. I don't know. Anyways, you're going to want a lot more sugar than what you think. Fill your pot up with cold water. Now, I added a lot more water than what I would normally if I was just going to make jam. If I was just going to make jam, I'd only fill it up just so that it don't burn, because enough juice is going to come out of these berries and everything else and be perfect for jam making. However, I do want partridgeberry juice. So I added in extra water and extra sugar for the partridgeberry juice. Yes, you've seen how much sugar I just put in. No, you're not supposed to think of this as a healthy meal. Nothing I cook is healthy. I don't know if you noticed. Anyways, I'm going to mix this in. Okay? You can see my berries were frozen, so this is, and I used cold water, so this is still going to be frozen, okay? Now I'm going to put this over on my burner, and I'm going to turn my burner on a medium, hang on, this is what she's looking like, okay? And I'm going to turn my burner on about a medium high, okay? And I'm going to let this come to a boil, and I'm going to continue stirring it. In a little while, once this starts to boil down a bit, the longer it boils, the better, okay? When you're making jam or when you're making jellies, anything like that, the longer you let this boil and simmer, the better. If you see any leaves or anything like this, because this is home picked, like we went out and picked the berries, not me. I had the privilege of getting these from family members and such. You know, being a working mom at the time, it was hard to go get stuff. Thankfully, we had good family members and friends and that who went and got us these berries. But anyways, this is what we're dealing with so far. I will come back in a little while. This is only a short video for right now. I just want to show you this process. As you can see here, it's still frozen. It looks a little bit like slush still in. See it? It's actually pretty cool. But like I said, I'm going to let this come to a boil and let it simmer away for a couple hours. You don't want it to go too fast or anything. And just let her go. I'll be back in a little bit when it's come time. See if it's thick enough for, well, actually, see if it's enough water in it. So I can bottle some off for the partridgeberry juice. And then I will get ready and make some jam, and I'll show you how I thicken it up afterwards for that. So anyways, this is the starting process. I really hope you guys like this video and like the others. I will give this a taste test in a little bit to make sure. I don't want to do it now. I want some of the juice to come out to make sure that it's not too sweet or if it needs to be sweetened again. But yeah. Okay guys, see you guys in a bit when we make more jam. Bye!